Team Kill Podcast. Intentional Strays.
Oh, welcome back, everybody, to the Team Kill Podcast. My name is Killing Spree 37.
And I am Silencer.
And this is episode 27 of the hottest podcast in gaming. There is not a gaming podcast like this. You know, they're too professional. Yeah, they're too professional, you know. They have animosity towards one another secretly. And you know what? I'll tell Silencer he's fucking trash to his face. Okay? That's just the type of person that I am. Okay? So, let me tell you, we have a nice little episode, and we're going to start it off with, you know, a little humbling story, you know? It's going to lead into my past weekend. You know, I had mixed emotions of where I was at as a content creator. You know, I was in the middle of making a bunch of things that I was very unsure if it would land or stick with the community that I have.
Were you in the middle of buying Rogan too?
Headshot.
All right, continue.
Okay. So, you know, I get a message. Beep. It's a message from Silencer. And he's like, bro. And I'm like, oh, what? What's up? What happened? You won't believe this. I fucking swear to God, you won't believe this. Me thinking, damn, you know what I'm saying? Something happened. What happened?
Yeah.
He says he's seen me in a video. And I was like, okay, well, I have videos on YouTube. He's like, no, you are in a video of somebody else's on YouTube. And I'm like, oh, okay. How did you stumble upon this said video? And he said, well, I was trying to learn how to get better at Apex. And while I was doing graphics, I was listening to a bunch of tips and tricks on how to become a better player. And I started to listen because a part of the video got extremely interesting. And when I looked, I saw a clip and I was like, this looks familiar. And like, this is like a situation that I've been in. And lo and behold, it was me. So I look at it and it was a clip that I had of me trying to trap Silencer in the always be closing. I almost had him and I was just blocking him and stuff like that. And the tips were, you know, it was life-changing, you know, the field of view and stuff like that for first-person shooters and the advantages that you might have, okay? Now, I was a little hurt afterwards because if you wanted to be better at Apex, you could have just asked.
Listen.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck is the point of us playing together? You're in the video, okay? What is the point of how to get better in Apex? And then you're with the guy that they're showcasing playing in the games. I don't want to ever hear you say I'm trash at Apex again.
You're fucking trash, and I'll explain why.
Wow.
Listen. The reason why, you know, it's I take little I put myself to search different topics of, you know, how to get better. It's just like a learning curve for everything. You get a learning curve for, you know, hey, I'm trying to, you know, fix my own plumbing. Boom, I'm trying to learn how to do a certain thing. What do? You get on the Googles, you fucking search shit, even on YouTube, how to do this, how to do that. And for me, I've been ever since, like, you know, we started playing, slowly I've been watching videos because I do graphics. I sit, fucking put them on and I hear it. I'm like a multitasker, if you haven't fucking noticed.
ADD.
Shit goes in my ear and then I soak it up. So that time, it was just a random ass video that popped up, and I wasn't really expecting, you know, for your video to pop up. And I had to, you know, pause it, rewind it, let it play, because I was like, yo, what the fuck? I wasn't sure of myself. And yeah, you know what?
You saw the legend, the GOAT.
I saw a little flashback of a little nightmare, you know? I was like, that's definitely fucking us. No other fucking team goes and tries to fucking kill themselves.
Facts. I like that, like, especially like that. Like I was trying to trap you, like legit. Like you're about to die, bitch. So
that was the, you know, the pinnacle of my searching And but whatever your opinion is, even though I watch them and whatever, I've seen a slight increase in my skill set. So
Mm-hmm.
talk to the hand, bitch.
It has nothing to do with you playing with me, right? Me guiding you. Listen, I'm your mentor.
I
You're
want to
my
point out
apprentice when
that
it comes to this Apex shit, buddy.
I want to point out that there was one person, Mr. Dill, said that we always get bot lobbies,
No,
and that is not the
he's a
fucking
liar.
case. If you're
He
listening,
is a
you can
liar.
suck it because I play by myself, and with him, yeah, we get easy games when we used to play. And even
Easiest.
when I play, I get I get easy kills too. As soon as me and you fucking hop on, it's like fucking the sweaties just fucking wake
Because my
up
fucking
and have
lobbies are crazy.
yeah, it's like they wake up and they just fucking decided to be violent. Fuck these
You,
fools, let's go after them.
yeah. You know why I realized that we're having like such a tough time? I did a little bit of research. I'm in the top 1% for caustics.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me.
Isn't that crazy?
Fucking wild, yeah.
I'm in top 1% for like wins, damage, and the gas and shit, all the traps and stuff. I'm in the top 1% caustics. I'm not number one, but I'm
Fucking
in the
wild.
top 1%, which is crazy considering,
Yeah.
you know? So that's how my weekend pretty much started. And then a call back to last episode. Me and Silencer were talking about, how would you rather die? Would you rather die by a gorilla or a lion/tiger? Now, I always forget to put the polls up, but this time I didn't
What a
forget.
miracle. Only this time, right? Wow.
So I went ahead 4 days ago and I put up a poll and I asked Team Kill Podcast, which animal would you rather be killed by? Gorilla or lion/tiger? 26 votes were polled, okay? At a whopping 23%, people chose tiger/lion. 77% chose gorilla. Didn't I fucking tell you that people would rather die to a fucking gorilla than a tiger?
Hmm. I don't know. That motherfuckers are scary. I'd rather die by a tiger.
Nah, well, listen, the people have spoken, and thanks
Well, you
and
know
shout
what?
out to everybody for even like
Yeah.
participating in that argument because that was random,
I think
like a
this calls out for doing a live challenge where we get a gorilla and tiger and let's see who dies faster.
that definitely have to be like a simulation. Listen, my thing, like I told you, I said that fucker can hit you, a gorilla, right? Could hit you. Like they don't bite you, bro. They're not cannibals. They're not. I
Yeah,
mean,
so they're
they
just
don't
gonna
eat meat. They
fucking
don't eat meat. They're like specifically like herbivores. I believe they're carnivorous or whatever. They don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying? They don't like. They have like the
yeah.
lowest percentage in like cannibalism. So I was like, bro, they're not gonna fucking bite you. They're gonna fucking sit there and punch your lights out and send
Punch
you
you,
on your way.
scratch you.
Nah, they're not gonna scratch you. They're gonna
They're
fucking
gonna
rip you in
scratch your
half, bro.
face.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna
rip
fucking
you in half.
scratch your fucking butt cheeks.
I watched the fucking gorilla in the zoo die. What's his name? Harambe. I watched Harambe fucking drag the little asshole like he was nothing, bro. That now imagine if you're the same height and size as this fucking behemoth. Yeah, it's gonna not end well. So that's how the weekend pretty much started for me with the polls and then the my fame getting out there. And besides that, I just been having a hard time trying to get this creative fighter tournament. It's really hard to give people fucking money and like have them fight for money. Like I don't think people realize how quick and easy this shit would be. Last tournament that I did, right? Boy, was it almost flawless, right? I had some audio issues because I was like my first time doing it. I had that shit done in an hour. So in an hour,
Damn.
somebody made $125,
Damn.
and it was about 2 fights in UFC. Now this is a community that says, "Oh, I want to get paid. I want attention. I want people to support me," and I'm giving them the platform and the money that they're seeking, and they're just not gravitating towards it. So, yeah, I had troubles. I had issues with doing that stuff, but other than that, my weekend has been incredible. I'm still COVID free. and I'm hoping to get into some more creative stuff. So, Silencer, how was your weekend?
Was full of I don't even know what to begin, but you know what? It was a good one. I
Well,
studied a lot.
before we even go on to there, how was your trip to Antarctica?
Oh, it was good, bro. Fucking loved it. Fucking, I should have brought a fucking snowmobile.
Antarctica, Texas. Listen,
Alaska.
You have a Paris, Texas.
Fucking Alaska, bro.
Oh, the listeners wanted to know, okay, because they were so worried about you. Silencer, have you been feeling okay with things that are going on in Texas? Have you been affected? Is what people want to know.
I have not been affected. Thank you for, your concerns, but everything is A1, buddy.
Right, yeah. A few people had asked, and I was like, I'll ask him. I already knew.
Fellow
Me
Te-
and him were
yeah, fellow
me and him
Texan
were
can get,
joking and stuff. So yeah,
a fellow Texan can find his way around to survive. It's no biggie.
yeah. So all right, then you can continue with your weekend. I just wanted to bring that out.
Mm. So where did I leave off? It was good. Got
Yeah,
some got some reading. Bought another course, buddy. Been investing a lot in soaking up some knowledge.
some knowledge.
Shit, and I got myself a nice little curved monitor. Kind of weird, but I followed your steps since you had one. I was like, hey, maybe this fucking guy, that's the way to hack. So on the road, it's
I might get another
been
one.
yeah, it's they're I don't know, they're cool. But
Yeah,
sometimes, since I do graphic work, sometimes the colors are extremely um bold and vibrant that whenever I send shit out to print, sometimes the colors are a little off.
yeah. I've noticed that when I put in YouTube videos and I look at it on my phone, I'm like, bro, the fucking colors are like way crazier on the monitor than they are
Yeah,
on the phone. Like that's wild.
I guess I
Yeah,
do
I
that
might
for
do another curved. You had me a little. You had me a little worried because you said I got me a curved, and I always think they're dirty. Like a curved dick, buddy.
I mean, the only one that's thinking about dicks is you, buddy. I don't
No,
know about
I'm just
that.
listen.
You heard it here. The guy's
I don't
thinking
know what
about
this
curves.
Texan, I don't know what this Texas weather has you doing. It has Ted Cruz leaving to Cancun. Could
I
have
mean,
you
if I have
snuggling up to, your neighbor for heat.
our neighbors don't like us, so
Hey,
last thing
listen,
they want to do is
listen,
fucking get out.
listen. I've seen couples hate fuck. So,
He's
listen.
not the type.
If you're in a relationship, right, and you argue with your lady, your significant other, there was times you gave her pipe when she wasn't, the most jolliest person the previous day. But I
Fix the
digress.
damn attitude.
Yeah,
Fix the
you
damn
know.
attitude.
Well, you got to take it out on her. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it
Oh,
out.
what is this I hear? A little domestic violence, forming.
Nah, I would say PETA, animal abuse, beating up the cat.
It's
Fucking
the
cat.
devil.
So
That's
you're
cool.
safe, you're getting your knowledge in, that's great. You know what I'm saying? I always like when people go outside of themselves and figure out more. Especially in the field and stuff. Like I've dabbled with a few things as far as me trying to figure out YouTube stuff. I'll listen to some audiobooks at work, a few podcasts here and there, just to try to learn a little bit more about the
But
stuff that I'm
everything.
very into. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because from my experience, you don't need college to get all this soak of this information because there's a lot of professionals. For example, I bought this course that I bought. It's a 400-hour plus course. It was
Right.
about $700.
Hmm.
Um, it's about how he did basically teaches you the ins and outs of a creative agency, which is what I'm trying to do.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm a
Now,
I'm a firm believer that YouTube
uh-huh.
and I want to say YouTube and the internet, you could learn a lot. You could
Yeah, there's
learn
a lot
more
of
from
free sources.
YouTube and stuff like that than you can in colleges because college is like a set thing. People don't understand a lot of high school and pre-K through 12th grade in high school. It's all memory, and it's all history. It's nothing
Nothing useful
innovative.
for the real world.
Yeah, nothing of the real world. It's just all stuff that happened that they want you to learn and see if you can retain that information. Now, going forward in college, sometimes it's learning a trade, and again, it's all has to do with history.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's things in YouTube that could help you create the next big thing. So, and on the internet too, like I said, Twitter. Sometimes ideas become jokes, and then people actually pursue to do certain things. Like I've seen people like in your field do graphic design. They started off doing memes, right, which is a form of art,
Yeah.
and then they went into graphic design and merch and stuff like that, and they just became like millionaires. So it's really nice to see people do that type of stuff.
Yeah, it's though it's I don't it's I feel like it has a lot to do with the person too, to want to be able to grow and advance their their knowledge. Because
Yeah.
for those of you that don't really know me, I'm a fucking high school dropout. I don't have a diploma.
Mm.
And here's the kicker: with this course and self-taught that I've done for design, I feel like I learned so much more. And I went to college for automotive. I have my certification there, and I paid over 30 grand for that, and I didn't learn shit.
Mm.
So it's for me, the whole thing about college is, I don't know, it changed my mind after that. And I feel like, like my boy Elon Musk said, college is to teach you how to do your chores.
Hmm. Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know, because everything I learned from working on cars, I learned, by doing them in the real world and from learning from my pops and stuff. But I know same mechanics that are fucking with all these certifications, all fucking book theories, and they couldn't fix shit. And then they will bring us the car, and then we'll fix it for them. And
Yeah.
also, college is really not all that. It's not a fucking perfect roadway to be successful.
Yeah. There's a
It's
difference,
crazy.
and there's like a really fine line between um you wanting to do something and you being made to do
But yeah.
something. There's a bunch of podcasts out there, and the fucking
Hmm.
people can't sit there and hold the conversation to save their life. You hear the background more than you hear them talking and discussing the low energy and stuff like that. They want to do podcasts, they just aren't built for talking. So like, and
Yeah.
I tell people, if you're not built for YouTube, you'll know. Okay,
Real quick, yeah.
you'll know real fucking fast. You'll have 0 subscribers in a year. You know, so it's a combination between luck and um passion, your drive and stuff like that. So
Like, if people, followed their passion and what they actually like to do instead of focusing on a 9 to 5, there would be a lot more wealthier people with more freedom and stability in today's world.
right. And then like you said too, like, yeah, you dropped out. Like I graduated and fucking I went to some type of college, and I didn't fucking we're in the same spot. We're in the
Yeah.
same boat, buddy. So
It's just
but yeah.
crazy.
No, it's good to hear that you're doing well, and then you're bettering yourself and stuff like that. But enough of the positivity. Okay, that's not what the podcast is about. It's Team Kill, intentional strays. Asshole, you know what time it is, buddy. We're about to get into a rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Players ready up. 3, 2, 1.
Silencer is built like a Funko Pop, big ass head and a little body.
Headshot.
Hey, perfect description, buddy. This one makes fun of Texas and the snow, but deep down, he's jealous that everybody here has hair to cover that breeze.
Headshot.
Oh yeah. Fucking no need for beanies there, huh?
That hair, buddy.
I don't know what dies more when I'm playing games, my remote or silencer during 1v1s.
Headshot.
Okay.
Headshot.
This was the definition of Netflix and chill is studying for citizenship.
Headshot.
Watching USA documentaries. Who
Who
killed
was the last
JFK?
president?
Silencer looks like every extra in any Mexican game movie.
Headshot.
The fucking extra Mexican boy.
MS-13, Southsiders, the Northsiders. Hey,
This was
fucking
calling.
blood in, blood out.
Trademark.
Headshot.
That's the trademark right there.
Signature.
This was calling is, remember, only you can prevent a forest fire. Looking ass boy.
Headshot.
Oh, you're calling me the fucking bear, bitch? Listen, game over. Game over. Listen,
Here, hold on. I got
there's
one
something.
for.
What's up?
There's a, this is for a nice little viewer that has been on the comments, being a little trickster. So this is a little joke towards it. See if you can get it. Okay.
Okay.
What do you get when you mix a domestic violence case and a foreign parent?
A domestic violence case
Uh-huh.
and a
And
foreign
parent.
parent. I have no clue.
You get a dill pickle.
Headshot.
Hey, Dill Pickle, listen, this guy has every excuse not to play next gen console with me. First, he lost his teeth. Okay. Something happened.
was
His gums were
was-
fucked up. His
was getting
grandmother
gold plated
passed
teeth.
away, rest in peace. He brought it up on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't play Cold War. Now I hit up this guy and he's like, yo, can't really play Spree. Got a fat finger.
Fuck.
Nobody wants to hear about the girth of your fucking finger, bro. Can you play or not? Fucking
Is
guy.
he really bad?
Listen, that's what he said, I don't know what he was doing with his finger, but if his finger wasn't fat, going through all my videos and giving me thumbs up, I don't want to hear about how he fucking hurt his finger, okay?
I think
So-
we need to investigate. Sounds like a little torture scene is going on.
No, you know what? It might have been like all that fucking grappling he does with fucking Pathfinder. Since I like removed the nerf. And he's just like extra pressing the fucking button now.
That fucking button stays pressed.
Stays pressed.
Headshot.
It's one of the first buttons to go on a remote. So and speaking of remotes, we can add this little tidbit in. They're looking into the PS5 remotes and something about the software and like a bug in the system are causing remotes to have this like incredible fucking drift on the analog sticks. And as a person that has 3 fucking PS5 remotes, one of them actually has that drift that they're talking about. I bought it, brand fucking new, played probably like twice with the remote, and has a drift on the left stick that like super like heavy. I try to fucking sit there and move it, adjust it. It's gotten to the point where I don't even use it. I use it as a fucking placeholder or like a phone, like what is that thing that people have on a desk, like a paper rock or what is it?
Paperweight?
Paperweight. I have it as a fucking paperweight. So I got to return it to GameStop, and hopefully they'll take it, and we'll see how it goes from there. But fuck yeah, the remotes are fucking
They're getting
buggy.
trash.
Well, that one is. So 1 out of 3 for me was broke. These other 2 are fine. They die a little bit fast, but I think it's because of the lighting of the I want to say the microphone. It's always on when it's muted. When it's on, it's not
Damn.
lit. Yeah, it's just stupid. So, we have a jam-packed episode for you guys today. Starting off with some YouTube beef. Listen,
Beefiest?
you've seen Jake Paul, the Paul brothers, getting into beef, rap records, and boxing.
Everybody.
You've
Yeah.
seen pranks gone wrong. You've seen collaborations and people just calling out other YouTubers for stolen content. You got Mr. Beast going against the #1 Russian channel for stealing his thumbnails. And today, the biggest fucking beef of YouTube has hit the internets. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about over 210 million people are affected by this. The one, the only, PewDiePie versus Coco Melon. Now, Silencer,
Round of
did you
applause.
hear the fucking diss track? He said, kids are learning to fucking subscribe before they could walk.
Headshot.
Now, let's take a moment to, to take that into mind. I think me and you had this conversation about subscribers are getting younger and younger, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
These kids are getting these fucking tablets, these smartphones, and all this other shit shoved
talked
down
about
their
this.
throat, right?
Yeah.
It's like a fucking babysitter, right? It's like our version of TV when they said TV would make you stupid. They gave people this device,
Yeah.
At some point at public television, the cartoon stopped, bro. Okay, if you stayed up long enough, you fucking started to watch MASH for no reason. Do 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 do. You
Fucking
woke up
MASH.
and you were like, bro, I fucking stayed up too late. I was born in the fucking era where if you stood up too late watching TV, you would get static until the fucking news came on for like 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
So we have Coco Melon, which is 105 million subscribers, right? Almost have 95 billion views,
Okay.
going against 109 million subscriber PewDiePie, right? Which is like one of the OG people for
The
YouTube.
YouTubes.
Yeah, you can't mention YouTube without PewDiePie. And if you can't, you can't mention PewDiePie without T-Series. And unfortunately now, you can't mention them without Coco Melon. Now, I believe Coco Melon is responsible for Baby Shark.
Yeah.
They might be. So I'm not a fan of like kid YouTuber channels.
What the fuck would you do?
Well, it's not that I'm like a fan, like I want to watch stuff like that. I think that it's such an easy way to exploit, for lack of a better word, people or parents neglecting their children.
Yeah.
So here's my thinking. You're at a store, right? You don't want your kid to be bad. You give them the phone. Where do you go to? You go to YouTube. You go to, they don't, you're not going to give them their phone to go to Facebook, to go to Instagram, to go to TikToks, You give them the phone to go to YouTube. These kids binge watch. I'm not going to say like the entire videos, but they binge watch pretty much for the duration of you doing stuff.
Oh yeah. I've seen it.
I've seen it, I have nieces and nephews that like fucking love YouTube, and I'm in the YouTube space, right? But I don't
Yeah.
have the little kids. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm popular like in 18. That's probably about it. 18 to 21, and I think 13 to 17 or whatever. Okay. But that age bracket where it's like they're still breastfeeding probably, like 1 year old
What the fuck?
and watching fucking YouTube. This is crazy. Okay.
Mhm.
So he disses them.
Mhm.
And so what did you think about it overall? While I look for some certain lyrics.
It was raw. It was raw, buddy. Listen,
It was raw.
if I was, even though I think he said that it was just for fun and games, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so even if he said that at the beginning, YouTube, I'm pretty sure it was known. Now, in this case, I feel like the people at Coco got offended more than they could handle it.
Right.
Because you have your friendships where it's like, I don't know, I've had past friendships where it's like, oh yeah, we can joke around. And they say something about you and then you laugh. It's all good. Yeah, it's fucking little insulting. Cool. Now you fucking clap back and then they fucking start crying and then they stop talking to you.
Oh, I've experienced this a handful of times. You're the only listen.
Yeah, so
You're the only one that stayed around. So
I feel like this is kind of a relationship where it's like, yeah, sure, let's make fun. And then, oh, fuck, you went a little too far. Fuck them. Fuck him. You know what, YouTube, you better do it before we sue you for harassment. blah blah blah.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it was good. I'm just hoping that he gets paid for all those views, buddy.
Well, if he's not getting paid for it, these other people that are reposting it because it was deleted for being harassful, like harassment and bullying ish type of
Huh.
shit. People are making a buck off of this. Okay, like I sent you the link, and it wasn't even the official video, and it had
Can't you
over
get
300K.
can't you get fucking what do you call it? Copyright fucking shit hit at your face?
I don't think that they did because otherwise there wouldn't be. Oh, I don't know now because it used to be where if you had commercials, you were monetizing, but now they're doing it to where if you don't have the monetization enabled, you're going to be able to still have commercials. You're just not going to get paid for it. So,
Okay.
a few lyrics. I found a few. Fucking with my mojo, Jojo, Jojo. Coco in a chokehold. I go loco if you want me to. Ga, gee. You ain't fucking passing me. Right? And this is a bar sent their way because they're at 105 million subscribers and he's at 109. So they're still fighting for like the most subscribed channels on YouTube.
Yeah.
And these kids channels, similar to the T series channels, there's something in them that just fucking man, it just gravitates a bunch of subscribers. Like these channels are making a killing. Okay.
See, my thing is why they're two completely different channels.
Right.
Why? Like for different, different reasons. Everything about these both channels are completely different. Why are you going after a channel that is completely different from yours? If it was competition, then I would understand. But in this case, I can't understand why he decided to do that when it's not even a, how do you say, like a competitor.
It's clout. It's clout at the end of the day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're not the only people that caught a stray. Okay. Mr. Daniel Hernandez, also known as Takashi 69, caught
Oh
quite a
yeah.
few fucking strays, you know? So throughout the video, because you couldn't watch the video, throughout the video, he handed kids weapons, right? First, they were real. And when the kids possessed them, there were cardboard cutouts. You have PewDiePie like slitting the throat of a watermelon. It if it was like less aggressive sounding and maybe the images weren't so fucking strong, maybe
Yeah.
he could have got away with it. But he said a bunch of stuff like, hold on, he said a bunch of like things where he was like, "Yeah, I shot your shit, ew, fucking cringe, ew. It's not even funny, and your head is really big." He
What
said,
the hell?
"Here's a story that I'm telling. What is it? About a stupid fucking bitch ass watermelon. Fucking melon." So, um,
Ooh,
so it's like I said, it's for clout, right?
yeah,
I
definitely.
can see where the harassment comes from with like I told you, the imagery, the lyrics of the song, right? And um, it's it's towards a kids channel, right? So now you're gonna have all these fucking shit posters. Go to the comment section and then type in, "Here's a story that I'm telling you about a stupid fucking bitch ass watermelon." You're gonna have people. You're weaponizing your fan base to send them to the chats, and then the kids are gonna see the comments. And no matter how many people you might have at Coco Melon, um, doing certain things or how good your keywords are for your comments, a few are gonna sneak by.
Yeah.
Kids are gonna see these comments. Now, this is hypocritical of YouTube, and I'll tell you why. And as a music fan, you should know this. Diss tracks are on YouTube.
Yeah.
You
A bunch
have
of them.
you have a recent one, especially of Takashi 69, of him saying a bunch of shit. Your man's died. You have diss songs from Chicago drill rappers still up there, being like songs or anthems to fucking kill people. There's songs about people killing other people and like making diss tracks about other gangs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't remove them from YouTube.
Yeah. True.
They don't remove them. You know, oh, your fucking dead homie died and we're gonna get you. They don't do shit about it. They keep it up. But I believe because this is a child's channel, and I believe that there's some type of animosity with YouTube and PewDiePie, because I feel like they feel like PewDiePie is YouTube, and YouTube wants to kind of slowly but surely separate themselves from PewDiePie. Okay?
Yeah.
And this is one of the ways that they could do it, right? Now, he's transcended YouTube. He could leave this platform and create his own platform, and whether it would be in competition with YouTube, that would have to be seen. But he has the wherewithal to become bigger than YouTube. Just right now, he's using their platform to make a shit ton of money, and unfortunately, he just doesn't like the platform because of what it's become.
You should fucking do it and get him back.
Right. So I thought it was a little hypocritical that they let fucking diss songs from rappers fucking fly, and this one was like, no, it's too much.
Are you surprised at fucking YouTube pulling some fucking dumb shit like this when they're starting to get a track record of pulling dumb shit?
No, I'm not. Not anymore. There was another issue with another YouTuber. I believe it was Tifu's brother, where they removed all his videos from his channel. And it's like, he had his channel for 13 years, and they told him to remove all his videos or else. You know, something happened. He doesn't want to go into details. They said remove all his videos. And he obviously did, so he wouldn't lose his channel. But I've seen it with Epic Mealtime, where they made a bunch of videos and stuff like that. And they have issues with YouTube. There's something with YouTube. Maybe it's the monetization system, them moving the goalposts, them giving them less money while making a shit ton of money, that drives them away from the platform or drives them to hate the platform as much. But it has to be, it's a way. They're still getting money. They're getting a shit ton of money. You know what I'm saying? Not as much as they used to.
But it's still producing.
They're
It's still a money machine.
Yeah. So they like, and I agree with this. YouTube is nothing without their creators.
And I feel like YouTube, they don't appreciate that at some point. Certain cases.
They don't appreciate these. I'm not even talking about the smaller channels like myself or other people that listen to this. I'm talking about like the PewDiePies, the Ninjas, the Vanoss people, the Coco Melons. Yeah, you could fucking have ESPN and all that fucking shit on here. That's fine. There's only so many companies in the world that are going to sit there and fucking have stuff. And you think that they're going to sit there and let them market towards their fucking shit? You know what I'm saying? No, they're not going to do that. So we'll leave it there. But that it still slaps. What? They subscribe before they learn how to walk.
Wild. Best line of 2021.
Best line of 2021. That is a bar. I might get that tattooed.
That should be the fucking slogan for America. Instead of make America great again, that should be the fucking slogan.
Right.
America, making kids subscribe before they walk.
Facts. There you go. But before we even move over there, I feel like writing a diss track of my own. Okay.
Okay.
This time it's going to be targeted towards, Fortnite. Because me and you had a conversation about them doing certain types of character skins and inclusions inside of the game.
Mm-hmm.
This one I had no clue it should have been in the game. I drew the line at Marvel characters. But when you're talking about fighting character fighters having guns, nah, it's just I draw the line. So for those people that don't know what I'm talking about, Fortnite did a crossover event again with their super heavy season where they've been getting characters left and right from every single popular show, game, movie. They got Street Fighter fighters, specifically Ryu and Chun-Li. Silencer, how did you feel about this when you scrolled on it? Because you're the one that showed me it, and then I found it right after you.
I was disappointed, sad, hurt. I wanted to fucking die. I wanted to quit being a gamer. I wanted to send them a personal letter on how trash they are.
This guy, and he don't even play Fortnite. Listen, it was cool when they added like The Walking Dead, right? John Wick. You know, me and you were talking about Kratos being a little far left. You know,
I should draw the line for me when they added that fucking, like, come on, bro. If you would make good content, you wouldn't need to be attaching fucking skins just to attract new players.
right? And because they added Halo, right? And like they had better graphics in the like we talked about it. They had better graphics in the fucking than the trailer they showed at E3. Um, it's getting to the point where it's like I feel like they're gonna start adding presidents and politicians.
Imagine fucking Biden going against one-on-one with fucking Trump.
But could you imagine fucking trying to do like assassination reattemptions with fucking like JFK and Biden and shit like that?
That's wild.
That's like I don't think that's I kind of said it, and when I was saying it, I was like, I don't think they'll do that. But it's getting to the point where I get what they're doing, right? The whole season was getting the best defenders to help them fight Galactus or whoever the fuck.
Mhm.
But it's like, fuck, dude, like Street Fighter? It looks cool, you know? The graphics look cool. They look okay. The characters, they're not too bad. But it's just seeing Ryu running around fucking barefoot in his gi with a fucking machine gun. It's like, whoa.
There's just something about fucking guns and these two that don't mix together.
And they absolutely. It's like with Kratos, they didn't really mix together either. I like they add the Terminator, they had Predator, like that. Those make sense, you know. If they have weapons, that makes sense, you know, war based stuff. These guys are punching Hadouken, you know. It don't make sense to me why they fucking added them. I feel like they're slowly slipping into that space where they're no longer going to be relevant here by the end of the year. This
Most
is, I
funniest
think,
thing is,
this might be like the last season for them.
yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's fucking retarded.
Right.
I can't wrap my head around it to be, be like, oh fuck, maybe I should play this game because it looks pretty cool, you know. But in reality, this makes me embarrassed for them. In
Nah.
short words,
Yeah.
because I don't know how the fuck are you this big ass company and you can't fucking produce content, yet you're there fucking getting fucking, just characters because you ran out of ideas. So you're like, yeah, let's fucking get, new characters in here and let's get paid like that.
Well, the thing is, you can get more content from the characters, right? You can have
But
like
at
what I
what
do.
price?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Let's say if I wanted to be Predator, right? And they have
Yeah.
some type of like, oh, I'm gonna hunt my prey in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? They have shit like that where you could fucking do shit like that, right? Where you could fucking sit there and sit in a little jungle with some type of invisibility crystal, and you could fucking pretend to be like stalking the guy and making the fucking noises and stuff. You can do stuff like that, right? There is content in doing stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like with Halo, I believe they did some type of like you could fucking make your private little lobby. You could have cars. You could play like an old Halo type of matches, right? So they found a way to add content to it. The thing is that the game itself is being overrun with a bunch of skins. Now, they used to have a bunch of original skins that people loved, right? And ever since the inclusion of the NFL players, the NBA players' skins, they have taken off into this like deeper. Hey, let's start fucking collabing with more people. You know, I wouldn't
Yeah.
even say the NBA players. I'd go as far as to say like the Marvel Avengers shit. That was like the real first event that I remember them going balls to the wall for cosmetics and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
so like I said, content wise, the content's there, right? The thing is that the game is becoming more and more unplayable. It's more about skins than it is about wins.
She's more about looks, yeah.
It's more about looks. It's more about cosmetics. Now, mind you, they have the better system for these skins because imagine you buying the skin. I think they even had like the Flash. You know what I'm saying? Like they found a way to put Marvel characters and DC characters in the same video game.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so like I said, like that's cool and all, right? And like the third person shooter is a good way to have the cosmetics because let me tell you, if we like, I complain about cosmetics now in Apex, where it's like, oh, you buy the skin for $20 and all you see is the hands.
Yeah, true.
That's it. Or you see it when you're doing finishers. You can't really see it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like for other people to see. Um, they're just gonna run out. They're making a shit ton of money. I'm 100% sure they're making a shit ton of money out the skins, right?
Yeah.
The game is gonna die out, you know, and it's gonna get to
It's
the
already
point where
dying
they
out.
need to. Well, yeah, it's already dying out. Ninja's threatening, you know, he doesn't want to play the game no more. So now he's like finding ways to make sure that he doesn't have to play the game, and he's telling people if they stream snipe him, he's never gonna play Fortnite again, right? He has his own skin in the game.
Yeah.
So if he's telling you, hey, I'm not gonna play this game if you stream snipe, what do you think people are gonna do? Stream snipe, he's never gonna play the game again. Boom. He doesn't have to play the game anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So these skins are gonna be fucking troublesome. I'm still curious to see who all they're bringing out, right? I love to see who they bring out. It's just this one was like completely like off guard. It was like it made no sense whatsoever. So
Next thing you know, they're gonna fucking put fucking Dragon Ball Z characters.
no, I don't give him an idea, bro. That was a hard one. That was a good idea. That was a good idea. I was going to say Mortal Kombat characters, but that was a whole better idea. I can 110% see them adding fucking Goku, right? And instead of like your
Yeah.
little umbrella or whatever, when you're dropping in, you get on the fucking little cloud that he goes on.
Yeah.
I think I think you might have something, bro. Save this
Well,
clip.
damn.
I'm gonna save this clip, and when they come out with Dragon Ball Z, that's gonna be crazy.
For real.
So off of that, speaking of Mortal Kombat, we're gonna go into that next topic. The trailer for Mortal Kombat, the reboot released. What's your first thoughts?
Well, issues and a couple pros and cons, you know, like everything.
Like everything.
So let's start with the pros, just to, you know, get the goodness out and then roast it.
Okay.
The good is it looks very action packed.
Right. 100%.
Awesome action. Fucking scenery is dope. It looks like overall like a, you know, like a movie where you're gonna sit and be like, oh shit, interesting spots left and right, straight to the point, you know. The bad thing is a couple things. Number one, I don't know who the fuck wrote that script, but it has me worried about how effective the storyline is gonna be when the bitch tells you, is that a birthmark? No, he was born with it. What the fuck do you think a fucking birthmark is, you dumb bitch?
It wasn't as bad as like you made it seem, but I did kind of like, duh, like that was a little
Oh no,
corny.
it's like saying it wasn't corny, it was dumb as hell. It was like, oh, this, I don't know, it's just fucking retarded. Second, it looks like, I don't know, there might be some like the story is not fully there because they left out my boy Johnny. I wonder why.
Right. Mm-hmm. I
and
have a
it's a big
theory. I have a theory too. But
okay.
keep going.
And I don't know, for some reason, I hope fucking I hope fucking Fuse does good in the movie.
Right. He's talking about Kano for people that didn't catch that. Fuse looks exactly like Kano.
Yeah, Fuse from Apex. Crazy. But I mean, overall, I'm excited for it. And the costumes I feel like they could have used a little bit more love. Um, Sub-Zero, definitely mask-wise, could have been a huge improvement, but to each of its own. And yeah, those are my final thoughts. Overall, I'm excited to see it.
Right. So, my review was that the trailer looked action packed. Great CGI. Great fucking visuals.
Mhm.
I thought a little corniness was in a few of the scenes, right? The character. Um, my gripe, first off, who the fuck is Cole Young? And what is up with these fucking assholes adding in these third party characters that aren't even in the fucking story to
Yeah.
have a major leading role in a Mortal Kombat film? Okay? And this is where my theory comes in. I believe Cole Young is Johnny Cage.
Mm.
So I don't know that to be fact, right?
Yeah.
But I did see Johnny Cage wasn't in there. Now, mind you, this movie looks incredibly long.
What do you
And
think,
I
like a
think
2 hour?
it looked like I'm hoping that it's a 2.5 hour movie
Okay.
because throughout the scene you saw early steps of them trying to get them into the Mortal Kombat. You saw Goro flying out of somewhere. You saw fucking Katana. You saw a Shao Kahn shrine that was like in their castle. You saw a lot of things, right? I think they kept the story off just to keep people in the loop, right? Because the story is, you know the story. The story is going to be the Mortal Kombat tournament, and
Yeah.
then it's going to go into like them trying to fucking rig it or something, basic shit like that.
Mhm.
One thing I do want to highlight is that they seemed pretty adamant about adding gore and fatalities to this. They weren't lying. I saw a few things like, yeah, that could be a fucking fatality scene right there,
I mean, the whole game. I wonder why they didn't do it on the old ones. I know it's a movie, but people who go watch this are extremely known for this type of stuff and the gore. So
Right.
it's stuff that you're gonna expect when you go see it. It's not like random people will see it and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, I believe that the whoever does the fucking ratings or whatever, it was a lot stricter back then. So you
Think
couldn't
so?
have blood and gore like that.
So
And I believe these
what
Mortal
you're
Kombat
saying?
movies were PG-13, and this one might be rated R.
What you're saying is that America is getting used to people dying.
We're getting used to violence and stuff like that. It's obvious, It's
Crazy.
obvious that they're
Yeah.
including it a little bit more. I think in PG-13 movies, they're starting to say fuck, like at least once.
What a
So,
fucking crazy world.
right. So, it looked interesting. Like I said, who the fuck is Cole Young? I was a little bit worried about the Scorpion guy because when he said "good over here," it sounded weak as fuck and under the mask, all muffled and stuff.
COVID
But
buddy.
yeah, but the more that I watched it, the more I was like, yeah, that's cool, because they sound like they're in the fucking shit. So, I'm
Yeah.
ready. I'm excited. I might leave my house and actually try to go watch this in theaters because I'm that fucking hyped to go see this. Yeah, I have to have somebody better than Cole Young.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like I hope Cole
Maybe they'll
Young is
just
just like a decoy that just fucking dies randomly.
yeah.
Yeah, because you have Liu Kang, you have Kung Lao, you have everybody, right? You have everybody in this fucking series.
The whole thing about Jax and how the motherfucker ripped his arms was dope. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that
lie.
was crazy. No, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, we'll see what's up. They're really focusing on these video game movies, and like I said, if they execute them right,
Yeah.
there's a bag for it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how they do with this, and then let's see how they do with the Borderlands movie, And maybe them they might give a crack at the God of War series.
Yeah.
Um, they did add a few people to the Borderlands movie though. They added Jack Black as the Claptrap, and then they added the fucking bitch from I forgot. I think it's like her name was like Ripley or something. They added a whole bunch of people.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah, they added a bunch of people for that cast. So hopefully we'll hear more about that in the future.
What do I
Um,
sound like? He's blind. What do you mean? He can't see.
you really hated that little girl, huh?
Listen, whoever the fucking parents were deserve a trophy for educating that poor child.
She said, "Is that a birthmark?" No, he was born with it. I don't. It was just corny. It was corny to me, but we'll move on. Um, Salinger, you brought this topic to me. I'm gonna let you read it. It's number 7. This was
Number
easy.
7. Cyberpunk has been a lot in the news lately, right? Hate comments.
Way too
Even
much.
Dill. Even Dill, listen, that's what I meant earlier. Is because I saw my boy Dill talking shit. Was saying that we always, love hating on Cyberpunk.
Right.
And it's not that we hate. It's the reality of the things that are happening in the world today. We got COVID. We got a nice little winter storm. And then we have Cyberpunk.
Like who caught a different storm?
All tragedies. All fucking tragedies. And Cyberpunk has been abused in ways that you could say that their temple has been compromised. You know what I mean by when I say. So listen, if you had a daughter, right? Let's put this in perspective.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing. I was wondering where you were going.
Right, let's just get straight to the point then. Cyberpunk source code has been stolen, buddy, and sold.
So, what is a source code for the people that don't know?
So a source code is okay. Let's say I'm a developer. I create an app. It fucking does well. Million of downloads, and some asshole decides, hey, you know what? I want to see if I can create the exact same thing and use their coding. So what the source code is, the platform and the foundation of which this game was built on. So by being stolen and sold, whoever bought it has the ability to recreate the game 100% and just change the storyline and the characters, and they won't have to work as much as the team from CD Projekt did all those years.
Cyberpunk 2078.
The better sequel.
Yo, how are people getting this fucking game? Listen, somebody said they really just bought it to fucking fix the game.
That's wild. Imagine fucking the game comes out and it's fucking flawless.
Fucking game of the year.
Not the original one, the fucking stolen one.
Brought to you by DC Project Blue. In association with BW Games.
That's wild. In my opinion, it's technology has downsides and
Punk Cyber 2077 or
this
7702002.
and this wasn't done in the United States, if you were wondering. It was done in some kind of Russian hacking forum.
And they sold it, right? It was sold within minutes. The
Oh yeah,
auction,
there's that thing.
they're not allowed to post the auction of the pictures or whatever.
Yeah,
They're saying the numbers went high and
super.
fast.
So here's my
Listen.
question to you.
Okay.
If you were the developer, you're sleeping on your fucking on your bed, and then from all this past months you have fucking lawsuits, you have Sony fucking pulling the game out, you have to pay people, you have to pay your workers, you're in the verge of fucking filing for bankruptcy, and then you wake up one morning trying to get a nice coffee, and then you fucking see this that somebody stole your fucking source code.
Right.
What kind of feeling would that be for you?
Listen, I'd be gutted, you know? At the same time, like I said, I don't know how they got this, but apparently it was something that was in a patch that they somebody fucked up, and there was a way to do this to get the information through a patch
Yeah,
that they had, and somebody had got it through the patch. They no matter how fast they fucking try to cover it up, somebody
I
had it in the
couldn't.
patch. Um, I'd feel gutted, but at the same time, um, it's a snowball effect. You know, you might have sold the most and had the best opening since any other game. Um, but, but how long is that gonna, you know, how long is that gonna last? That feeling is gonna last of greatness. You could be reaping the benefits, but right now you're going downhill. You have lawsuits. You have fucking developers quitting and throwing you under the bus. You have companies pulling out and telling you that you need to fix the fucking game. You have customers returning the game. You have all this bad publicity, and
Yeah.
then this happens to you. Yeah, it's the cherry on top, bro. You're done. You're finished. Put the fucking fork in them. They're done.
Funny thing is that, you know, whoever hacked it, grabbed it, they were asking CD Projekt for a ransom,
Yeah,
and CD Projekt just fucking refused. They didn't give a shit. They said, okay, fuck it, we're not doing shit. Keep the fucking game. It was a disaster. We don't want anything to do with it.
right.
Fuck it.
Well, at that point, it's like, do you want to trust them to not sell it to somebody after you give them millions of dollars for it?
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, all right, go ahead and sell it. It's fine. It's okay. Like I said, I didn't know what a source code was. You explained it well, and I was like, okay, this is interesting, right? Because
Mhm.
today they started sending out DMCA copyrights to
Yeah.
two Twitter users that had some type of photos and video clips of the said source code being in action. So I'm wondering what's going to happen when a game company puts out a video game with the source code, right? And they switch up everything. First off, who the fuck had it, right? Was it a third party indie developer or was it somebody big? And what they're going to do when they find the source code and how recognizable would it be to
Yeah.
them? You know, after this company gets the groundwork laid for a new game, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated. Listen, I don't like to shit on games. You know, I'm not a fucking person that likes to shit on games. I like to give
I
people their
do.
flowers when they deserve them,
I fucking shit on games when they're stupid.
and I'll shit on the game when they fucking do something stupid like this. You know, we shouldn't hate the game. We just hate how
There?
the game was fucking packaged. So, uh, we have a couple more topics. We're just gonna run through them real quick. The GameStop guy, Deep fucking Value, had his meeting in front of Congress, and they were grilling him about the GameStop stock and seeing if he had anything to do with it because he was one of the people that made big fucking money on this, right? He
Yeah.
allegedly spent like $50,000 or had 50,000 shares in the company before this happened, and he got an estimated 22 million from it.
Oh,
So
fucking crazy.
he was stood in front of Senate, and Senate was like, you know, hey, what the fuck happened? And he pretty much denied everything. He had a good lawyer, you know. He had a good lawyer.
Yeah.
The
That kind
greatest
of money?
lawyer. Listen, with that kind of money, you're up there, buddy. You're up
With that kind of
there.
money, you can fucking buy the judge, buddy.
You can listen, the president, the person who writes the president's speech, you can hire that guy to write your defense, okay? As a matter of fact, the same person that wrote their fucking questions to you, you can get the answers from that guy. Boom.
Yeah.
Fucking money, you know? So they grilled him for a couple hours. He pretty much just told them deny, deny, deny. And he can't understand exactly what happened. But that's proving the further issue of people, the market manipulation and stuff like that. So they let him go. He's done. There was a funniest shit to me, okay? If I were this company, I'd be looking at some type of endorsement. This guy
You
had
were
a
who?
fucking gaming chair,
Mhm.
and the name was sprawled right behind him. Okay. And this was, I believe, I don't know if it was on CNN, Fox News. I don't know what it was on, right? Any type of publication.
Yeah.
But all the photos that I see of him being in the Senate, you see the chair, you see his head far enough to the left where they see the logo and the fucking name. And I'm like, that guy is a fucking genius. Because if you made 22 million off of fucking GameStop stock, imagine what type of fucking companies were reaching out like, hey, can you fucking endorse this chair, buddy? We'll
For
send
real.
you the chair. You fucking do like that. Well, boom, we'll pay you.
That's wild, yeah.
If not, hey, buddy, D fucking value. Give me give me a cool million, and go over there to them. Be like, you know what? I endorsed you guys, and see how much they give you. Thank me later.
For real.
Yeah, but he looked so fucking funny, bro. He looked hilarious. He looked like he was wearing a suit with some fucking headphone gamers. His hair parted down the middle, long, straight, and then he had a fucking GX fucking racer chair with his little fucking mic and shit, bro. Like a streamer setup.
That little red mic.
Yeah. What a fucking Yeti snowball. Fucking guys, bro. Yeah, they didn't get nothing from my boy. Stay strong. Don't snitch out.
The Gil will survive.
Yeah, Gil will survive. We can never forget. Um, Two more topics. We'll breeze over this one real quick. If you receive an email inviting you to sign up for a Far Cry 6 beta, don't click the link. So apparently they're fishing for information for Far Cry beta stuff, which I have a funny story. For the UFC 4 beta, I got 2 emails, right? One from EA Sports and one from EA Sprouts. Okay. So EA Sports sent me the beta link to try out UFC 4, right? EA Sprouts sent me a beta link to try out UFC 4. Now, why are people so fucking stupid? Can they not spell to get information? You would think people that want your information, that are trying to convince you that this is 100% legit, are going to fucking spell a few words right and correct. I read EA Sprouts, and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is a fucking scam, right? I sense it's a fucking EA Sports. Oh, it's a fucking phishing site. They want your information. Why do they want your information? Boom, they get your account information. They get your passwords. They start to fucking fuck with your system. They start to fuck with your accounts. They start to fuck with your, if you're a content creator, your social medias, your fucking
Your
YouTube and stuff.
livelihood.
Yeah, your livelihood,
Yeah.
So they did it with this one. And luckily, a few people got caught in the moment and they were able to fucking fix it. But yeah, a YouTuber fucking by the name of Rad Brad said that it appeared to come from the official Ubisoft address and even has the embargo with the special password for access. Attempting to access it, however, apparently installs some sort of malware that watches your screen and records everything you do. Details on the malware and the email that's carrying it weren't shared, but Ubisoft support said that it has indeed, that it did identify it as a scam, and they said, we can confirm that the email regarding Far Cry 6 beta access is a phishing attempt. It has been reported. Please do not respond to the email if you have received it or something similar.
That's wild.
Yeah. And that was a YouTuber that got caught lacking,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful, guys. You got to be careful with these fucking these silencers out here. Hey, you remember when you fucking took over my screen from Texas? And I was like,
Oh,
what the
yeah.
fuck are you doing? Ah.
She's wild, right? You got scared, buddy?
I was typing on the screen, right? And this fool was typing in the search bar answers and shit.
I was trying to get that source code, buddy.
Fucking source code. You can have it. It's 01. Fucking guy. And then the last one we have Blitzcon 2021. Uh, there's pretty much announced a bunch of Blizzard titles such as World of Warcraft, Diablo remake, and then they also jumped into Overwatch 2, which is a little bit like Apex. I would say Apex pretty much got their idea from Overwatch and then added the battle royale mentality of it. You know, they might have stole the source code from Overwatch and took it to Apex Legends and then just switched it and, you know, named Bloodhound fucking Hanzo or something. So I say that to say this, right? Because they're starting to add passives to their legends in Overwatch, right? Which is like Apex, right? They added
Yeah.
passives to their abilities. Now, seeing that Overwatch moved on, do you think we're gonna get an Apex Legends 2 here in about a year or two?
That one being a it might, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell with Apex, honestly. From whatever the rumors had it, they said that they were probably wanting to do up to season 12. Now,
Hmm.
if their plans was up to season 12 and then start Apex 2, then possible with the whole new vibe to them, not being, in different planets,
Right.
maybe in the city, different time frame. But I could see it being a possibility.
Yeah. The next map has to be something completely different. They've done a city, which was Olympus.
If
Kings
they,
Canyon was like a mixture of stuff, wildlife. And then you had
this is how I feel
yeah.
about Apex. If they play their cards right, this game could last a century.
Okay.
But they have to keep pushing new content, innovating new ideas, keeping the players interacting, and not having the game feel like the same every fucking 6 months.
Right.
Because I mean, realistically, you have like say God of War, right, or Uncharted. These were the people that were, or even Hitman. These are people that were launching games one, two, and three, different time frames, and yet people were still into them. And Hitman 3 and Hitman 2, they're not extremely far apart. It's just new contracts and new environments.
Right.
So I feel like if they play their cards right, and which they definitely can, and not be stupid, I feel like that game can go a very long way.
Right. Yeah, Overwatch is about, let's say 6 would be 20. It's about 7 years old.
Oh,
Okay.
Satan is still
It'll
going
be
around.
it'll be 7 years old in May. So they did the little battle pass and new legend shit. They're very esports heavy, and you see Apex. They have like the winter circuit that they're currently doing right now.
Yeah,
Um, the thing is, I think that Apex could end season 10.
think so.
I think it can. So we're in 8, right? So we're
Yeah.
about 2 seasons away from season 10, and about 4 seasons from your rumored 12, right?
Hmm.
And here's the thing: the game is going to get boring or it's going to become extremely repetitive, right? I'm already sick of the way that they did the battle pass. I'm sick of the way that they release legends. I want 2 legends, you know? They need to be able to at least incorporate a few things. They would have to first off incorporate third person mode into their
Somehow, yeah.
somehow. It doesn't have to be like a preference of seeing stuff. It could be like lobbies, for you can play third person, see your skins. Like I told you, a way to see your skins, right?
Yeah.
Um, the lack of skins for like legends is kind of trash too, right? Some of the skins are trash. I've even told you like I would really appreciate it if they had heirloom type of skins that went with the heirloom that like matched or like 100% went with it. Heirloom finishers, right? Where you use heirloom shards to create heirloom finishers, or if you have an heirloom, you get it for free.
Yeah.
There's no sign of that right now. I was also even calling for Evo skins regarding your actual skins. Instead of the gun, your actual player has Evo skins, you know? You kill one person, your fucking skin changes drastically. And although we might not have seen it, I'm hoping that they start to do more stuff like that. The thing is this whole battle pass stuff where it's level 100, they fill it up with a bunch of trash ass stuff. It's gonna get tiring. They need to start adding a bunch of good shit. I would even say like double XP tokens. I would say more weapon skins, more skins for the legends, like just something different, right?
Yeah.
Because if not, like I said, it's gonna get really repetitive. It's gonna get to the point where the game no longer thrives to be innovative, and they're gonna have to make another, like I said, another Apex 2, right? They made Titanfall, they made Titanfall 2. I don't see why they wouldn't do Apex 2, right?
Yeah.
So I have a theory about it, but since we're running out of time, I'll leave it for another episode. But I'm hoping that with the launch of Overwatch 2, it'll give them a lot of information and stuff like that to kind of implement into their next series and this series going forward. So they had a bunch of other stuff too at BlizzCon, just a bunch of remakes, and I think they might have showcased a bunch of World of Warcraft stuff, but I don't play that, so.
Oh, yeah, from Blizzard. I mean, what games do they even have? I don't feel like none of them are to my tasting. I try to play Diablo, but I don't know, it was not for me. Because I was seeing all these fucking videos and how people play them, how fucking they were like, yeah, it's fucking badass and all this shit, but I don't know, the day I played it, I was like, nah, this shit ain't for me.
Right. And and while we're on the subject of World of Warcraft, WoW, rest in peace to Jared Nadin. He died from COVID-19. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the South Park guy, cosplayer. He's the guy that they have on the computer. He's like fat, has glasses, has like a fucked up hair. He's like, he has like my type of hairdo. And he was playing World of Warcraft and was fucking kicking Cartman's ass and fucking stabbing him and shit. He did pass away of COVID-19. Actually, he passed away like a little bit over a month ago. And that was kind of sad to see. But for everybody that doesn't know him, you can Google him. Just go to World of Warcraft guy or South Park guy, and he'll fucking pop up. He was 40 when he passed away. So rest in peace to him. Yeah, young. You know what I'm saying? That's still young, you know? You guys might be like 18 and shit, but that's still young, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely young.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite episodes. It's called like Make Love, Not Warcraft or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he even shaved his head to like recreate the baldness to look exactly like how he did in the show and shit. So rest in peace to him. What a legend, you know?
Yep.
All right, Silencer, do you have any tips or anything that you want to leave us out with?
Next time you guys see somebody with a some kind of, a speck on their face, on their arms, on their neck, and they tell you, oh, yeah, it's a birthmark. Your thing to say is, oh, you were born with it? Great fucking tip.
You really hate that shit, huh? All right. And my code, or not my code, my tip of the day is going to be, if you're going to fucking send out scamming emails for Far Cry 6, make sure your spelling has, make sure you hit autocorrect before you fucking hit that email, buddy.
Use Grammarly.
Yeah, Grammarly. There you go. Perfect. And with that being said, guys, my name is Killing Spree 37.
And I am Silencer.
We're out.
Killing Spree 37.
Give me some chon.
The champion of the world, Killing Spree 37!